The President of the General Assembly, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to participate in today's high-level debate, which is aimed at marking the 10th anniversary of the adoption of the United Nations Standard Minimum Rules for the Treatment of Prisoners, also known as the Nelson Mandela Rules. Under the theme, A Second Chance, addressing the global prison challenge, this milestone calls for member states to reflect on the fundamental challenges that prison systems around the world continue to face and further calls for effective approaches to strengthen prison management. It also provides an opportune time to reflect on the persistent and emerging challenges, including strategies to reduce prison overcrowding, rehabilitation, and reintegration of offenders into society. Mr. President, since 1994, South Africa has undertaken significant reforms in its correctional system. Guided by the Nelson Mandela Rules, South Africa has implemented measures to augment limited resources through the provision of education and skills development programs. Programs has been made in online teaching and learning using digital telematics system in select youth and female facilities to ease the challenge of limited resources. Transferring skills to inmates remains an important program of South Africa's Department of Correctional Services, as many offenders enter the correctional system without formal school qualifications. Psychosocial factors that might have led to a criminal mindset are also addressed through professional social work, spiritual care, and psychological interventions. South Africa is committed to creating a more rehabilitative, inclusive, and gender-responsive correctional system. In alignment with the United Nations Bangkok Rules, which set out standards for the treatment of women prisoners and non-custodial measures for women offenders, South Africa actively supports initiatives that address the unique needs of incarcerated women. Female offenders are empowered through provision of technical, vocational, educational, and training programs to assist them in successfully reintegrate into society upon release. In addition to occupational and vocational skills programs, female offenders are also offered programs that include accessible sports, recreation, arts, and library initiatives. Culturally relevant interventions, community-based programs, and social support from role models are effective. For example, implementation of the Twinning Project with a specific focus for incarcerated women. Through coordinated efforts among policymakers, stakeholders, and communities, it is possible to create an environment that supports successful rehabilitation and reintegration, reduces recidivism, and ultimately contributes to a safer, resilient, and a more just and equitable society. This, however, requires a balancing act that must ensure that justice prevails when it comes to law-abiding citizens and specifically for victims of crime. To conclude, South Africa reaffirms its commitment to the implementation of the Nelson Mandela Rules, Bangkok Rules, existing norms and standards, and possible elaboration of additional norms and standards relevant to crime prevention and criminal justice. I thank you.